11 truck with 362 points. And the manufacturer standings for Camping World Truck Series as follows. You got Toyota in first place, 548 points. Chevrolet second, 502. Third place is Ford, 496. And Ram sits in fourth place with 12 points. All right. So let's take a little quick break. We'll get back and we'll do the final stretch segment. Got a little NASCAR news, just a little bit, not too much really. And then we'll go over the schedule one more time. RP continues next. Alright, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. The Racing Podcast, RP. So, I got 3 little stories to talk about. Let's go to the first one, too, because the first one confused me a little. Not that it confused me, but is that exciting as the last 2? But we'll get this one on first. Let's see. So a new warning system. Okay, the NASCAR warning system has been revised. There was an article on motorsports.com. Announcement made on Wednesday via a bulletin that all drivers are now at 0 warnings, regardless of any previous violations or offenses, starting right now. Okay. Now, originally teams got issued a P1 penalty or higher for occurring too many written warnings, and every 4th warning in a single season resulted in a loss of pit selection for the next scheduled race. Now with the new system, they would still lose pit selection, however, they would return to 0 warnings, okay? And if a written warning or a final warning is issued prior to qualifying inspection or before pit selection, the penalty will be served during the current race weekend. All right, so if you get any penalties during qualifications, right, whatever it is, you lose pit road selection, or sometimes you got to start in the back. All right, so they're saying that if anything, you get any violations prior to inspection, of course they inspect the car, and prior to pit selection, then the penalties will be served that weekend. But the changes are in effect immediately. Warnings will not carry out to the next season, okay, and any decisions cannot be appealed, and warning system is in effect across all series, and that includes NASCAR Sprint Cup, Xfinity, and Camping World Truck Series. So there you go. Number 2. Alright. Rain. Well, if there's rain Sunday, hopefully there won't be a rain delay, because NASCAR plans, and this is also on motorsports.com, NASCAR plans on bringing a rain package to Watkins Glen. This includes wipers, defoggers, rear flashing lights, rain tires. Okay. Now the issue in racing in the rain is finding good grip. Rain on the track causes oil in the pavement to rise to the surface. Of course, that happens on the regular roadway. So you gotta watch out for that. AJ Allmendinger says, quote, "It's slick." He continues, "Very slick. What makes racing in the rain interesting is all the oils that are in the racetrack come up once it gets wet." And he continues by saying, "So it's all about trying to find the spots where there is more grip than not." So, and let's see. Last year it rained in Sonoma because I was watching an Xfinity event, and they had the rain gear on. So there you go. And in fact, the road courses are the only courses where they use rain gear. In fact, they don't use rain gear for the oval tracks. They say, according from what I heard, it doesn't give the fans the excitement that you would get during when it's not raining on the oval course. So that's why. But I think it's probably safety issues too, probably. But anyway. And one more. Joe Gibbs Racing, okay, 2016 announcement for NASCAR Sprint Cup Series and Xfinity. Joe Gibbs mentions that Eric Jones will have a full-time schedule with the Xfinity Series. And he'll also be racing some Sprint Cup Series as well in 2016. Joe Gibbs made an appearance on the Morning Drive, which is a show on SiriusXM NASCAR Radio. Joe Gibbs says, quote, "We look at Eric as a big part of our future." And he continues by saying, "And we've got a plan laid out, and it's not something we've talked about in public, but we all kind of know inside of our racing organization," and ba-da-da-da-da. Eric Jones already has one Sprint Cup start this year. Eric Jones currently working full-time for the first time for Kyle Busch Motorsports, racing in the NASCAR Camping World Truck Series. And Eric Jones currently in third place in the NASCAR Camping World Truck Series and rankings. And he also has won 4 pole positions. So there you go. And of course, the big news next year is that Chase Elliott in the 24 car taking over for Jeff Gordon. All right, so one more time for I did you good this week, ladies and gentlemen. 36 minutes and counting, but we'll be done about 10 seconds. So there you go. All right. So Saturday afternoon is this weekend's Xfinity Series event, Saturday, August 8th at 3:30 p.m. Eastern Time on NBCS and MRN. It is the Zippo 200 with 82 laps scheduled. Then Sunday afternoon is this weekend's NASCAR Sprint Cup event, Sunday, August 9th at 2 o'clock p.m. Eastern on NBCSN and MRN. And it's the Cheez-It 355, and that is with 90 laps scheduled. Both races from Watkins Glen. And the trucks return next weekend at Michigan, and I believe everyone heads to Michigan next weekend. Let's see, Michigan, let's see. Yes, August 16th, Sprint Cup, Michigan, August 16th, and then, let's see, Xfinity, August 15th, they actually head to the Mid-Ohio Sports Car Course, all right, on August 15th. And then the trucks, August 15th at Michigan. So there you go. Which, wow, that's interesting. Okay. All right. Yes. And then August 16th is, all right. So there you go. August 15th, 16th, trucks, cars, NASCAR Sprint Cup at Michigan. And they're actually going to bring back the drag package that they used at Indianapolis. So back to the 9-inch spoiler and all that good stuff at Michigan. That's the weekend after this weekend. So, but this weekend is all about Watkins Glen. And hopefully no big crashes. They had that big crash last year, remember? Brought out an hour and a half red flag with the 55 and the 5 car. So hopefully we don't have none of that this year. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to wrap it up right now. And, I'd like to invite you, if you'd like to listen to some music, we've got Community Radio, LI. We've got a little old-time rock and roll, some country music, and a little bit of the blues. If you go to the Live 365 app, live365.com, and search for Community Radio, LI, you'll see the little yellow rectangle with the lighthouse. And there you go, non-stop music, 24/7. And go check it out. That's Community Radio LI, and that's at Live 365. From the American Podcasting Center in New York, USA, I've been your host, Manny Allegata. Be good, be safe, have a good weekend. And this has been the Racing Podcast.